viewers, Train Simulator Driver here again. Welcome to my continuing experiments of driving down the hill from Arosa Linnie just on dynamic brakes to see what happens. Now I'm going to do something special with this one, but I need to... we still have a red light. There we go, we have got our green light. I'm going to do something a little bit special. I've just passed that signal, so let me stop the train. Perhaps not stop that much. Alright, now I'm going to pop outside, because in my other experiments where we've taken the train down the hill, we've tried one, we've tried two, we've tried three cars, but it's always been these, the passenger cars. And I have had this thought in the back of my mind that maybe, just maybe, there's actually something wrong with this car, which is the bicycle, ski and brake car. And it's always at the other end of the train, so I've never been able to take it down the hill by itself. But I found a service where it's on, as you've noticed, the front, not the back. So sorry passengers, I hate to do this to you, but you're staying behind. Now I had to do it after I passed the signal, because for some reason it gets a little bit grumpy if you uncouple the carriage. So we're past the signal now, so we're home and hosed. Well, he's hoping. Let's whip the brake off and let's get out of here for real this time. Now, personally, I don't think it really is this carriage. I think it's just the fact that you've got four carriages on that causes the problem. But there is only one way to find out, and that's be a little bit scientific about it and do some experimentation. So in the previous videos, you've already seen that experimentation. And we're now heading off down. We've reached the 6% gradient, so I'm going to pour on some dynamic brake to try and keep us under the limit or near to it. There we go, 62%. That seems to be pretty close. That seems to have settled at about the limit, so that's fine. We're just a tiny bit over. We're going through the first tunnel here, so I can't show you what the outside of the train looks like. Now, normally when this issue starts to manifest itself, I've noticed that it happens in a couple of places. It happens when you go into a corner, and it happens when there's a change of gradient in addition to going into the corner. Now that might be because you've come into some points in a station or just past a station, or the terrain's just changed a little bit. Now, you nearly always, in fact I think always for me, have actually gotten through this first station intact. So after we get through this bridge, I'm going to pop out and start watching from the outside because I want to see what this carriage is doing. So the carriage should be out of the bridge about now. Let's just come around and have a bit of a look at it. Let's get in a bit closer so we can get out of these trees. So as we can see, the carriage really isn't moving around particularly much at all. And we're going to lose some speed here because this flattens out. And we've got a boom gate that scrapes down the side of the train there. Paint shop must hate that. So we're coming into our first corner. I'm going to leave the brake alone because it'll pick up again. Now I've always gotten through this corner. Never had a problem just yet. It's the next ones that cause the issues normally. The carriage is jiggling a little bit, but not significant. The loco's moving more than the carriage is. Now these corners are where I usually come to grief when I'm just running down on dynamics. The speed doesn't actually seem to matter very much. I've tried it at 5 kilometres an hour and you still come off. So it would appear that this car, with just the one, is successful in negotiating the curves. That would suggest, through our experimentation, that we've learnt that it's nothing special about this particular car. It's purely about the number of cars. So if I went back up the hill now and tried to pull 4 carriages down this way, it would derail. 2 or 3 would be okay. Alright then, so I think we've conclusively demonstrated that this car is actually okay and not the cause of the problems. So I'll leave you back to your normal day now. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Often playing trains. See you later now.